Oh, there's a peace deal going on? Oh shit. Bet. Right here? Alright. Well, we're going ahead and react to this one, chat. So I guess it's a military analyst that the first phase of Israel Hamas peace plan. Alright. Go ahead and react to this real quick.
Steve, this is a 20-point plan that's being agreed upon. Prime Minister Netanyahu has been under a lot of pressure from his right flank to have a peace deal, or to never have a peace deal with Hamas. What perhaps changed, do you think, in his calculations?
Well, I think, Lindsay, that Hamas saw that it was inevitable that the IDF, the Israelis, would take all of Gaza. They said, we will go in and we will conquer all of Gaza, and it'll take us till about the end of the year. So really, Hamas didn't have much of a choice here. Now, they may have saved some face. Who knows? Maybe there's a backroom deal to allow some of the Hamas leaders get on a boat and escape offshore, but really this was inevitable. And so Hamas is making, it's a Hobson's choice here. There really is no choice at all. And so Hamas chose what preserved at least a little bit of face here. But I think what's interesting, Lindsay, is we've been talking a little bit about, who knows what's going to happen, the devil's in the details, but let's think about what the day after looks like. So there are big things that need to be taken care of. Security. Who's going to do security? What countries are going to come in and establish security within Gaza? We know that the Israelis are going to set up a perimeter, sort of a DMZ around Gaza itself. The Israelis will not abide by having anybody from Hamas run the country. So security is an issue. There's no any kind of police or fire or water. All these things need to be reconstituted. That gets to who pays for it. In this case, we probably think it'll be the Gulf countries, the Saudis, the Qataris, UAE, are all going to pay the hundreds of billions of dollars it will take to make Gaza a functioning city again, a city-state again. One final thought, Lindsay. Think about October 7th and what it's done to change the future of the Middle East. Everything has changed in unimaginable ways. On October 6th, we would have never imagined that Hezbollah would be destroyed in Lebanon, that Assad would be out of Syria, that the Iranians would be neutered, and most of their surrogates have been neutered as well. Think about what's going to happen, the potential here, and this is a very optimistic look. Think about the potential. If the Abraham Accords are signed, you'll have all of Sunni Islam in a peace deal with the Israelis. Think about what that means for the region. Think about what it means for the world. If we take an optimistic look here, and yes, there'll be fits and starts, this could be the beginning of a new era of peace and prosperity in the Middle East.
Well, that is certainly a promising and hopeful thought. Steve, I want to ask you this, though. If it's not Hamas, who are the Palestinian technocrats, as Hamas refers to them? Who will manage the rebuilding of Gaza and first and foremost at this moment, the delivery of aid?
Yeah, that's a big question. I don't know that there are any technocrats. The technocrats within Gaza, at least, they'll have to bring in outside technocrats. And again, I think the president has made this clear. Like, this is not going to be America's problem. He's going to be the chairman of the board that will take care of the future of Gaza. But the contributions in both boots on the ground and money are going to come from the countries within the region. The president has made it clear we're not putting American boots on the ground, so who is going to run these countries? It'll have to be people that will be brought in from the outside, and it will take time. It will be a massive humanitarian effort to get not just aid go back in, but as we talked about, the redeveloping and reestablishing basic services, water, hospitals, sewage, all those things, power, those things need to be reestablished, and the whole city-state needs to be rebuilt.
And Steve, Israel has been, of course, bombing Gaza relentlessly, even until today. They will remain wary of Hamas and other militant groups in Gaza. One imagines that Israel will be keeping a very close eye on activity of any militants in Gaza.
Yeah, Netanyahu's obviously going to get pushback from those on his right within his coalition who don't like any part of Hamas having any say in the future of Gaza. So I think it'll be, we'll have to watch very closely to see who's put in place, because it's going to have to be sort of, the people are going to be agreed on by a committee, and President Trump's going to run that committee, and the Israelis will have a say. But if all the Israeli hostages come out, then Israel's leverage in these negotiations is diminished, and they will have to take a little bit more of President Trump's guidance than they would have in the past. Hostages come home, the bodies of those who were killed while they were in captivity come back, and the beginning of reestablishing something with the Israelis being a bit on the outside watching, but they will definitely make sure that no part of Hamas has a role in the future of Gaza.
Steve Ganyard for us. Thanks so much, Steve. From
Look, here's my thing. I don't know what happened with Israel. Okay, so don't hate on me. Don't bash me, because I have not been keeping up on what's going on with the world recently. I'll keep it a buck, but whatever that happened in Israel, bro, they did not deserve it, bro. All those people that held hostage, taken away, missing, buildings filled with bullets, whole buildings is crumbling and stuff like that, bro. That shit, that's some real damage, you know what I'm saying? So if Donald Trump is doing something in behalf of Israel, that's gonna be dope. That's gonna be dope to see. But who am I to judge? I'm not much of a political type when it comes down to things like this, but honestly, I'll keep it a solid stack. I'll be firm with this. Israel did not deserve that, bro. They didn't deserve it.